Good morning, good day, good evening. Hello to all of you, my fellow humans. Yes, my fellow humans. And I have been bragging about this the last couple of days. You've seen a lot of posts from me, and you've seen a lot of celebration, and you see me drinking tequila here. Yes. Hello, my fellow humans, and this is what we are. And I want to see if I am visible here, because there's something, it's been going with the internet. Actually, I was on a different mode here, and again, it's I'm gonna put it public from my computer. Let's see if I can do it from here. My settings of the phone, it's not showing it. The phone, it's not showing my settings. Okay, let's see here. What else? It's here. Okay. Right. Very, very interesting. I'm not gonna give up this time. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out how to do this, because we can figure out things. All right, I have two viewers here, as it appears. So good day to you. I cannot see you, really. Something is going on with my phone, but this is kind of a biggie for me. It's a big things I want to share with you. It's a incredible moment in my life, and I want to share it with all of you. And what I have discovered throughout my journey around the world. Therefore, I tagged a lot of you from all over the world. I have tagged you so I can share a larger and a bigger view of the world, and in what it means to have a bigger perspective. And I want to talk about this. I want to talk about, as we are exposed to different cultures, as we open to different way of living, different lifestyle, we become richer. With each and every person that we encounter, we expand our capacity. It's like a polishing our diamond. And so we start to embrace, we start to see another parts of ourselves. And this is the whole journey. The whole journey is to realize the self. And this morning we were listening to a very fascinating interview, and I want to bring to your attention. I have not had a chance to talk on the political arena, and I had my very personal reason not to talk about politics. Yet, as I became a citizen of the United States, I will be more open. I will express what I think and what I feel, and I want to share very fascinating things. So on one level, when you don't feel free, and this is my journey, I want to share how I did not feel free to express myself. And then when you embrace that freedom, hello, love, Melissa, Lori, good morning, good day, good evening to all my fellow humans. Yes. And as I embrace my citizenship, and immediately, with no hesitation, I am saying my fellow humans, because America, and I have shared it in my other video, America, it's a state of being that more than 250 years ago, the founding father have started the idea, the freedom. But this freedom, it's not a place, it's not a land, it's not a country. This is a state of being in this world, and it starts from within, the freedom from within. So, as I am embracing my citizenship, the Constitution, there are the first rights, the rights of life, liberty, and happiness, pursuit of happiness for all. Thank you, Melissa. We are all amazing, beautiful beings. And with these rights that a country gives to us, which I want to talk more about that. Who gives you the rights to be free, but not you yourself? Who gives you any rights, as like we came here to be given rights or diploma or passport or anything so you can be human? Really? And it's time, and it's been happening. A lot of people are awakening, and we are all going through different levels, through different stages of this unfolding, this magical, mystical unfolding called life. And back what actually inspired me to talk this morning, it's a word. We were watching an interview, and a word, a sentence that triggers something very deep. Let us widen the scope of our conversation. Let us widen the scope of our discussions, not only from one personal point, not only from one country, not only from one religion or a background or tradition. Let's widen our conversation as being humans, as we came here to experience this diversity, this magnificence, this incredible reality. And the interview that I was watching was with Vladimir Putin. Yes. And if you have only watched American news, you have only one point, and there's nothing wrong with this. This is one point of approaching this. Yet I, for many years, as I was exposed, as I was living, this is my fourth continent, I start to crack open. It's like living in another culture. You have no other choice. You have no other choice but to embrace the culture if you want to be part of it. As for the last 10 years, I have been embracing this culture, learning so much from my fellow Americans. Yet, I have learned so much from my fellow South Africans and people from Africa. And yet I have learned so much and had to crack open to my fellow Middle Eastern friends. And going back to where I was born in the communist regime. Yes. And what is the most fascinating, I started a long time ago to write a book from communism to shamanism. Bulgaria, I used to grow in the communist country, and then I moved to South Africa, and I was exposed to a shamanism. I was initiated, I live with shamans, and I've learned so much, and not only the learning as knowledge, but on a very deep experiential level, because we only learn when a knowledge becomes a personal experience. You start to feel it. You run it through your own emotion, through your mind, through your bodily experience, and this is the journey that we're in. So this talk is about challenging ourselves, and this has been my I constantly challenge myself on a daily basis. Constantly I run to something that challenge my own belief system, and I embrace. And many times I voluntarily go to places, go to uncomfortable places where I can expand this view of the world, view of who we really are, because we are so many multi-facets, multi-dimensional, we are multi-sparkling, multi-language, multi-coloring, multi, and it's, if we stay only looking this world only from one point, it's become a very narrow. It's narrow us. It's robbing us first from experience this world in a much more broader. So I want to inspire you. This is my purpose. I want to inspire you to start to see the world from a different political view, religious view, traditional view, cultural, the way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you conduct yourself, the way, and I'm talking these are my own, if this resonates with you, of course, only if it resonates. I'm not saying I am right here, I'm just saying what it's how it works for me. And as we break this, because it's what we are doing, we are breaking the conditioning of what we came here with. We're breaking the conditioning of our family structures. We're breaking the conditioning of our then school structure, and then the friends and the world. And as we become, we grow, and as we are exposed to our differences, to our diversity, this is where magic starts to happen. And yes, and it's sometimes life takes you to places, takes you introduce you to people that are challenging you, situations that are deeply challenging, and there's only one reason for this. It's only one reason. And since I adopted an attitude of everything is here to help me, everything here is here to assist me to grow, everything is here to inspire me, even the things that I did not like. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you all for you, my fellow humans. Yes, my fellow humans from around the world. Oh, you magnificent pieces of perfection. And yes, we are pieces of perfections. And now, as I become American citizen, I immediately jump to the next level. I'm announcing, and I want you to announce yourself that we are citizens with absolute right, with human rights, and only we can give ourselves this. No one, it's not a passport, it's not a document, it's not a diploma, it's not a paper, it's nothing to do. It's with the inner freedom, with the inner conviction that we came here to embrace the humanity, to embrace the human beings with the multidimensional expressions we have. And for all of you that are following politics, I wanna openly share my view what the politic is, and it's something that is shifting, it needs changing, and we cannot changing it by talking about politics from old points of perception. It's like we are working with Windows 96 or 80, whatever. I don't know when the Windows started as a year, but we need to upgrade the basis of what are we talking, because politics in the media, in the main media, it talks about politics as 20, 30 years ago. These are the premises. But there's another conversation and another discussions. And as I share with you the interview with Putin this morning, I like to see, I don't talk about politics openly. I haven't been talking for my own reasons. Now, I want to express something that let us widen our discussions and see it from different point. So what is the whole point? To take more information before we talk about something, we need more information that is based on different points of view. And in this world, our human family comes from so many different ways of seeing. So now is the time, now it's the most potent, most incredible time where we can bring together our differences and create some incredible reality for all of us, because each view of the world, it's beautiful. Each view of the world, when it's based on the basic human rights and respect for our sovereignty, when we each of us bring our differences, we're creating a colorful landscape. We can create a colorful and incredible, beautiful reality. So let me see who is here. And yes, it took me a couple of days just to brag about my fellow Americans. Now I'm gonna brag about my fellow humans. And this is one of the topic, one of my message, and it's first for me, expanding your view of this world and expanding it and taking another side. Challenge yourself for today and see which are the countries, let's start with this, which are the countries or that have been bugging you, which are these racial or a gender or a color or religion. Look at them and ask yourself a question. And if we start to ask ourselves a question from a human point of us, each one of us has its own point, own part to play, to contribute to our beautiful, colorful garden or landscape or picture that we are painting. Yes, I'm gonna try to see here on my computer if I can see Pamela, Melissa, Jasmine, Layla. Hello to all of you, my beautiful, gorgeous expressions. So it's will be my absolute joy if I can inspire you and to share my own experiences traveling around the world and meeting so many people that have touched me personally, directly, and even people that I have met online, because this is the next stage. And imagine how many people we have reached since we've been on internet, and what a deep impact we have made to each other. So my bragging about my fellow Americans was very short, and I'm gonna start to brag about my fellow humans, our human rights of life, liberty, and justice for all. But what is justice? What is that liberty? And I have to, in a way, through my studying about the American history, I have kind of managed to channel the vision, the original vision of the founding fathers when they started this. And I can feel that, and it's the freedom. There was a time where they needed to create that inner freedom, and the vision was to create, and was at first a state of being in this world. And from this state of being in this world, this was the first point. It's the vision, it's the idea that comes from a deep move from the soul. And America for me now means a vision, and it's a state of being that it's no matter where we live, no matter what country we are, it's a freedom. It's an inner freedom. And there are a lot of American people, they don't feel free. What this tells you, the whole world looks, and I bet there are millions of people that want to come to America. When I actually won the green card lottery. I have shared this a lot, but I want to share it again. And was from, a lot of people say, Sveta, you're so lucky. No, I'm not lucky. There's no luck for me. Luck does not exist. There's an attitude. It's an attitude of being in this world. And I want to talk about that. My attitude, I apply because it's an application that it's done like a lottery. It's the green card is a lottery that people from around the world, they apply with their documents, and then they wait, and then it's like a normal lottery. 50,000 people have been picked each and every year for this lottery. And when I apply, I knew so many people that they've been playing the lotteries for 20 years and more. They've been playing this lottery and they have not won it. And I came here and I just say to myself, if I'm supposed to be here, because was my attitude, the spirit, the power, the energy that brought me here on this earth. If I'm supposed to be here in this country, I will be here. When we are rooted, when we are trusting, And this is the deep trust. It's not a religion trust. It's not a faith even. It's a deep knowingness of your sovereignty as a human being. That goes beyond human laws and even goes beyond universal laws, because there is a one law that is above all laws, even universal laws. This is the desire of your soul to express itself. Your desire, the deep desire of your heart. It's the most powerful laws that it's above all. It's above the universals. So many things I want to share from that point of inner freedom. So I put it out there, and with the deep trust, knowingness, I knew it on a cellular level that if I'm supposed to be here in this country, I will be here in this country. And I surrender to this much bigger power, that it's actually, I am a part of it. I'm that extension, as Esther Abraham, that she channels Abraham. She talk about that we are this extension of source. We are this leading edge. And I truly believed it for many years. And this attitude took me on a very, very magical journey to really not to create anything, because I'm realizing more we are not creating anything. We are realizing our magnificence. Yes, Martin, I believe that we are the ones who really won that lottery. Exactly. I've been saying this as well. People that are playing the lottery, we already won this big lottery. We already won it just being here. And if we tune and tap to that state of being, that we are the lucky ones, if you want to use this word luck, we are the lucky ones already. So with the attitude that you are lucky, with this attitude, guess what? Skies are limitless. Skies are our limits. It's incredible journey that we are as humans. So back on this, let us widen the scope of our discussions. Let us widen our experiences. Sophie from Australia. Sophie, I did a spiral, DaVinci spiral, and this talk, it's about the view from the wider view from a point of DaVinci spiral that I have channeled, that I have put together, but it's not me. Nothing belongs to me personally, because it's about us. And this is what it's shifting. Let's talk about us. Because us are the little pieces that are creating this magnificent reality. Because the source wanted to express itself simultaneously and experiences so many things simultaneously at once. The source is experiencing itself through all of us with no exceptions. So I'm talking here beyond countries, beyond nationalities, beyond, and it's a step-by-step process, and each one of us are in perfect timing. We're in perfect place. We are in perfect. And as we rest into this knowingness that we are, no matter where we are in a perfect place, surrounded by perfect reflection of who we are, waiting to be realized and embraced. And as we change the way we see the world starts changing. Yes, today, so this was one of the topics I wanted to talk about, my fellow humans. from around the world. Could you just type your country, where you're from? I want to see how many countries are tuned into right now. I would love to see. I would love to see from this post, from how many I have worked with. I have worked from people from all around the world. I do this. Australia, Sophie from Australia. Yes. Tamara. Oh, I don't see many comments here. Yes, but I have people from so many places right now. I want us to tune and to see. Yes. It's fascinating what this world is. How as we are unfolding or realizing, we are coming together and creating something more spectacular and more magnificent. So I just want to finish the first part of the topics, widening our worldview. I want to finish it with, as we widen, as we learn, as we embrace our differences, different cultures, and therefore America, it's based on immigrants that they brought with themselves. The immigrants are the one that created America. And again, it's not a country, it's a state of being. The immigrants, with all their differences, they managed to work together and to create this most incredible land of opportunities. And why it is a land of opportunities? Because it was created for multi cultures. Was created with many colors, and as we widen, we become richer. As we widen, more opportunities are there for each and every one. As we widen, and I wish, and I will have more clear. This is just the beginning. I will have more clear way to express what I feel right now and what it means to be American. It's not a country. Again and again, it's not a country. It's a state of being that can be reached as we are opening, as we are inviting. With every person that we have met, we exchange this energy and we become richer. Even the one that we consider enemies, because there's no enemies. There's nobody to protect. No one to protect. The only protection, it's not to stay close in our own castles that we've been built around. It's the protection, it's actually what make us miserable. The protection, it's what it's robbing us from experience, most magical, most magnificent reality. And it's me, it's breaking the walls, as the Berlin Wall was the most incredible in the 1989. This is when my journey became my conscious journey. The first was with the falling of the Berlin Wall. This was the most incredible experience for many people that were living in the communist country. And this was a time that was most fascinating, incredible, was scary, yet was most incredible to break the wall that was built between people, between nations, between ideologies. And why? What the ideology serves if make us miserable? Ask yourself a question. If you believe in something that you feel bad about it. What is the point to believe in something that hurts you? It's time. It's time. Everything that hurt us as belief system, just kick it to the curb. No more. Kick it to the curb. Yes, kick it to the curb. I had to kick a joke with myself. I kicked that Bulgarian to the curb. The Bulgarian that was hurted. The Bulgarian that was feeling that she's trapped. I kick it to the curb and embracing the other part of me, the other Bulgarian, with rich cultures and traditions and religion and all that I am. So let's kick to the curb all beliefs that are not based on your either inner freedom, your most beautiful expressions. Whew, I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy just from this talk. My second part, it's very exciting, very fascinating. So, DaVinci Spiral. DaVinci Spiral, I'm going to show you my own, just to have an idea. Where did I put it? It always stays next to me, just to have an idea what DaVinci Spiral look like. Here it is. These are backgrounds. These are channels of activations in each one of us. And I was able to channel, put together, I don't know even what to call it. And the more I do it every day, I'm doing DaVinci Spiral activations, and they're based on your birth date, and they're based on many different backgrounds. As I have been traveling and living around the world, I have gathered a lot of tools for joyful transformation. And then nothing is mine here. I'm not claiming anything. I just was able to put this fascinating multidimensional 3D where you can see your whole entire life in a piece of paper, and to integrate your life, to help you. At first I did it for me, and it activated me so deeply that I start to do it for people. And I've been doing like this for thousands of people, and these are incredible, a perfect resonance with everyone that has been drawn to this way of, it's a guide, it's a map, it's a multi-dimensional map of your soul where we can discover the essence of your soul, and it's a guiding map. What are the energy? It's not a prediction, not at all. It's a guideline, and will make so much sense to you. So today it's my absolutely exciting day. I need to share this with you because in a couple of hours I have another reading in an hour. In a couple of hours after this reading, I'm gonna do this for a girl, for 7 years old girl. I'm not gonna say her name. Last week I was working with her mom's spiral, and her mom brought the spiral on the screen, and this girl was fascinated. She could not leave us alone. So today I'm doing her spiral, and as I start to do, because it takes me around 2 hours, I hand generated, I hand painted and activated and blessed. So as I was doing this, something magical happened. I realized that I've been activated from each and every person that I have been doing these spirals. It's each reading that I call it reading, but it's more activation. Each activation activated me at the same time as, and it's like today I'm seeing the spiral from much deeper level. This girl, 7 years old girl, and I feel honored. I felt honored to work with her spider even before we starting this. I feel that this girl has a powerful message for me and powerful message for the very spiral. And while we were doing the activation with her mom, she were drawing spiral after spiral, and she was fascinating because I believe these kids, they are our masters that are teaching us, because they don't carry the baggage, the luggage that we carry. They are light. They are fresh new souls that are bringing new, much more fresh away from the source. They are messengers from the source, especially the little ones. They're most precious. And I cannot wait for this activation with this little 7-year-old girl to work with her. And it's absolutely magical journey. And I know, I feel it in my body. I feel her in my body. And it's, yeah, each one of us. And with this spiral, DaVinci spiral, what else it does, it's helping you to, and it's not gonna tell you anything that you don't know, because we, each one of us, we already know everything. It's just to confirm for you the things that you doubt about yourself. It's incredible confirmation of the magnificent that you are. It's incredible confirmation of all the things that you already felt. The spiral, it's gonna confirm it for you. The spiral, you're gonna have this aha moment. You're gonna say, oh my God, I knew this all my life. I just didn't know how to put it together. It reveals your gifts, your visible gifts, as well reveals your hidden gifts, your treasures. This is my most beautiful part to share with you. Most beautiful part is the gifts that we are carrying, that are hidden from us, and how to know how to find them. Yes. So we living, all of us, in epic times, as each one of us are breaking these walls, as the Berlin Wall, as all these walls and opinions. First, the opinions about ourselves, and then the opinions about our fellow humans. As we break this, we becoming this melting, merging. It's time for melting. It's time for bridging. And now my personal journey, it's making much more sense. Why I had to travel. Why I have to be in the first place, was born in communist country. And then why I had to go through the shamanic experience, through to the shamanism in South Africa, and much, much, much more. And why I had to go and live 3 years in Dubai, and why I needed to learn about the Arabic culture and the Middle Eastern culture. I met so many people there. I encountered so many souls, just like you and me. There is no difference. There's no difference. And then I'm here in America, and I'm really proud. It's one at the beginning, before I came here, I didn't thought highly of America. Yet as I was living here, I start to, my American fellows, they become my close friends. I start to know about their culture. I start to know about their way of living, the way they think, the way they see things, and I open, and I had to open, and I had to open even more, and I had to surrender my opinionated mind and to see them through different eyes. And something magical happened. It's like like the spiral. These are all different points, and all the point for me is to come in the middle of your own spiral, where you can see equally, it's an equal distance. In a way, you start to see equally your fellow humans. And it's the same message, that we are pushing. Whatever it's within ourselves, our state of being, it's pushed outside, projected on the screen of our reality. And having so many different countries in the world, having so many different expressions, and there are billions, it's, for me, it means only one thing. That one, the source, the soul, the one power, God, creation. It's one, that it disperses itself on millions of billions of pieces. And it's consciousness fighting with itself, loving itself, kicking itself, empowering, inspiring. Nothing personal here, nothing personal. From us to us. From us to us. It's an epic times for all of us. And if we can see it, how epic we are. And if you see somebody that you admire, claim them. This is you. If you see somebody you don't like, claim it, that it's part of you. And that with this is a kind of opening the gates, opening the floods, that it's inevitable. The consciousness, it's flooding us all. It's flooding us. So me, as representative, yes, I'm representing the humanity from a very broader picture, from very broader. Good night, lovey. Love you. Thank you, Sophie. From Australia, dear, like, way it's timing, but it's time now. Everywhere the time, it's now. Thank you. And do not admire me. Claim me as yours. This is what you see in me. It's you. Claim me. Claim me as your part, because bring the people that you look up, bring them down to your heart and say, this is me. And right now, claim me. Claim me. This is, if you are inspired, claim me. Own me. Own me. And in the same times, it's most difficult to claim and own little asshole part in us. Because it's here bringing that gap. People that and I'm repeating it again and again, and I'm gonna repeat it until the last person on this planet is not okay. I'm gonna repeat it, bridging the gap, bridging that gap. Bring all people that you look up. There's not more famous people, but it's you. There's no more assholes, but it's you. And in this openness, as you open, your diamond, it's become cleaner and shinier and more beautiful and more flowing as you open to this flow, as you open. Start to see the world from a little 7 years old girl or boy, and see the magic. If you have a child, tune into their energy and start to ask them questions, important questions. Let's start with our kids and ask them, what do you think about politics? How do the politics should be conducted? Let's put these kids out there and let's consult with them, because I have goosebumps. Let's consult with our kids what our politics should be like. Let's consult with them what our relationships should look like. Let's consult with them, what they think about different religions. Let's consult, because they are the leading edge. They're the new, fresh, coming from source directly. And we have to surrender. We have to surrender our own opinionated mind, because it's like, for God's sake, it's like old running window programs, and it's old. And creation is new and fresh in every single moment. My inspiration. Yes, you are inspiring me to talk even more. As you inspiring me, I'm inspiring, so you're gonna go and inspire other people. And it's talking about us. It's about us. What about us? So if you are drawn to my work, if you're inspired by me, I really encourage you to book a spiral. And I can work it with you. Don't worry with the finance. Just send me a message. I will work it with you. It takes me 2 hours to generate it, and it takes me 2 hours to explain it to you, and so you can read your own spiral to the rest of your life. It's a map, it's a blueprint. So let the money don't stop you if you're drawn to it. I'm gonna put my website here. I started a YouTube channel. Sveta DaVinci on YouTube, where I upload all these live videos on different topics. If you need a guidance, if you need inspirations, and I'm starting to watch my language. I'm not helping anyone. I don't want to help you. I'm not interested in helping you. I want to inspire you. I want to shake your ass. I want to shake you to your magnificence. Shake your soul, move your soul. And every Wednesday you can tune into Todd Medina. Todd Medina is my big inspiration, my fellow American, my fellow human, through which I met many of you. And every Wednesday, 7:30, we do a show about DaVinci Spiral and the many different implications. So we're going to continue the discussion about the chart of humanity that I have generated. And it took me a lot of time to get confident that really it is the chart of humanity. And it's not a prediction, it's reading the energetic blueprint of the new human being that it's emerging from each one of us. And thank you for your incredible hearts, my fellow humans, my fellow incredible beings. I have so many things, so many topics, and just know, trust that our journey is just beginning. We are in the very dawn of our most incredible experiences. Are just starting. Doesn't matter how old we are. Doesn't matter which country we're from. And wow, I love you as I love me. As I grow the capacity to love me, I grow the capacity to love you, each and every one, my beautiful expression in Lakesh. You are the other me. And I embrace you with all of you, embracing you. And this is how we do it. Embracing each other. And I will meet you in the center of my own spiral, where when you are in your own spiral, you connect automatically with each and every one. And we become richer and fuller and more joyful. And may the joy prevail today and every day, because only from a joyful state we inspire each other. I love you. And meet you on the spiral.